catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was deciding run after catch.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 8-6 the score after 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again, and this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And he's into the clear. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
On first down, Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
They'll look to throw, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
Now think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, When a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
From the 36, Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Turn to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to...
We busting ass, nigga. What you talking about? Yeah. We busting. What's that? We doing nigga shit dirty, nigga. Oh, God. You gonna quit by halftime.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Another run here with Sanders. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you start on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. First down, and it's Hill again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, oh, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run straight ahead with Hill. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is beaten, and it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
How much you want me to say? How much is the thing?
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 61 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Hill, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Tucker's kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey, report! 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 Yo!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throwing quickly for Mark Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Right back to Drake. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third and short, Drake. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 18. On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Forced out to his left. This is Smith to the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders.
Let's get it.
Oh, there he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
And he will dive into the end zone, and a 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Go ahead,
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle.
That run is awesome, bro. That shit is intelligent.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's Sanders. There's the stiff arm. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Hurts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception...
The long return.
Yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. He'll get it inside the 20. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about...
And he's in for the touchdown! And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score, in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
And finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And now, once again, they'll line up to go for 2. Hurts will throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right, why they went for 2 there, even though they were unsuccessful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, on the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they've got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
job out. Come in here, be calm, my dude. You come in here popping shit, you gonna lose, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, bro, I ain't say nothing to you, bro. All right, it's a bet.
I feel
It's a
you.
bet.
I feel
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
Now I'm finna whoop your ass.
Okay.
Since you want to talk that shit.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Dalton right to the air. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Yeah, I hear you. I know what you finna do. You finna put one of your linebackers in so he can run on the fuck up there. I know. You don't think I know, bro? I know that shit, bro.
You were about the wrong thing, brother.
I hear you. I hear you.
You see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's going to go up top again. Got him there. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Let's go, bro.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's got Smith here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down, back to Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They'll turn to Sanders. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Yo, nigga over there nut guy talking that shit. I'm trying to tell him he's going to the fucking game.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. They're going deep for Hill. Defenders have intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. The Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Sanders. And he's got room on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run at Sanders. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now a carry for Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanders. But he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone and not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dalton here from the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dalton's throw complete there to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Dalton sets up play action. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And it'll be Dalton again.
No, man.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now increases, he's past the 30, up to midfield. The 30, 10, 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Dalton. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Play action here with Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This will be Dalton again. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 8 yards out. And the Saints have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run with Sanders. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's out.
I don't like quick I gotta get this food. Oh, you know about coming out there, bro. Hey, that's them pulling off. That's Miss Dan a great car.
Oh, you want a gray car? My husband said you just pulled off.
Tell him to bag up. Tell him back in that parking spot. He was just in. Hey, tell him to come up on the porch right there where the white truck is. Yes, it is. They bagging up.
Yeah, my apartment is like it's only 2 apartments.
Tell him you're going to see a white Suburban.
Okay, if you're coming down accommodations, you're going to keep going until you see a right, you're going to see a left-hand turn and say red street.
All right, bro, I'm going to run this until they pull up, man. I thought they had pulled up. Yo.
Babe, can you go to the door?
Hold on, bro.
Once you get to accommodations, like, as soon as you hit that left on Red Street, my apartment is right there on the left. I have a white Suburban.
Just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now Dalton. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On 2nd and inches, Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line as the pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, back to Sanders. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, but he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20, 10, and all the way down to the 5. 166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4's kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Dalton.
Don't do that.
He's got Landry, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Dalton's throw taken in by Landry. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Dalton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Dalton. Flushed out right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. All right, here's Dalton. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Big spot, Andy Dalton. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
Nope. There's mine. No, it's not. I promise you. No, okay. Okay. You better off drinking some water, brushing my teeth.
Smack with that plate, I'm gonna smack.
That's you right there, dog. You gotta get some water.
Hey, Dad.
What?
I like the Dutchie.
Look at us smacking with a plate. You got any more pieces?
Come talking shit, we're gonna make you quit by halftime. I'm here to let you know that now.
We're at the home of of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready, get.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Oh, he fakes a spike. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And that's how you shake up the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Second down, back to Sanders. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra.
Well, you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that part. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Screenplay, McKinnon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty off. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One, and Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there.
And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
Come on, bro!
Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the